Like she said, my name is Casey Salyers. I teach 5th grade math and science at W.R. Castle Elementary. Over the years, I've slowly tried to change a little bit of my classroom design. I began my classroom, and I teach math and science, so just imagine my classroom. I walk in, brand new teacher, and of course they're in rows, and I have like the writing desks. They're kind of inclined. And if you try to do any manipulatives with math or any science experiments, it's very hard. So over the years, I've eventually got my flat desks. And I've really learned that it's not just my classroom design, but it's a teacher. It's what the teacher does too. So I've tried to implement many new different things. And I've realized my classroom design really does need to change a whole lot more. So what I did was I started out asking my students, what would they like in the classroom? What would they want? I even was able to reach out to a UK professor, and he's actually having his class to redesign a classroom. And I'm excited to see what, from a college pre-service teacher, I would like to see, their perspective on what they would implement into a classroom. So some of the things that my students have came up with was different kinds of seating, different kinds of tables, different areas in the classroom. So some things that we decided on is to incorporate stand-up tables with stools, so the students can either stand or they can sit in the stools to complete their work. And I do have individual desks, so we thought about bringing in larger tables so that the students could all sit around a table, and then a rectangle table so the students can sit at that table as well. And then, of course, we've thought about getting some yoga balls and incorporating that around the round table. But more about the spaces. We've thought about putting in a little exploration table, kind of like a makerspace area, and then a place where the students could collaborate digitally. I have a one-to-one classroom with Chromebooks, so that part will make it easier. But the digital collaboration space for mine is more about using the iPads and connecting that iPad to our Apple TV and hook it to our TV so the students could be sitting at their table anywhere in the classroom, really, and that will wirelessly show everything that they're doing up on the TV screen so they can share with other groups within the class what they're doing. And all of the tables will have whiteboard paint on them so that they'll be able to use a dry erase marker to collaborate and work together. In order to see if this was actually effective, of course, I've already done my pre-survey with my students, asked them what they would like in their classroom, what we could change in the classroom to bring in more of collaboration, more creative thinking, and more critical thinking, more creativity. And then I'll do a post-assessment to see their thoughts and feelings of how the classroom actually feels for them and if it really does help being an active, engaged learning space. So, does anybody have any questions? All right. Thank you.